Starting on January 21st, 2026, there will be some major changes to the TOEFL iBT test. And when I say major, I mean major. This isn't just a small update. The test is getting completely transformed. In this video, I will tell you everything you need to know so you can prepare effectively for the new test. If you want a high TOEFL score, check out our TOEFL courses. There, I teach you everything you need to score high. I show you step by step how to give high-scoring answers. And of course, we do many practice tests together, so you will feel confident about your test. You can find the link in the description. And now, let's get started. We'll start with the TOEFL reading section. And guys, this is where you'll see some of the biggest transformations. The current TOEFL has only long academic passages. By contrast, in the new TOEFL, there will be both academic and non-academic passages. That's a huge change. There will be 3 completely different task types. First is complete the words. Here you need to insert missing letters of a word. It's like a fill-in-the-blank task, but focusing on word completion. The second task is called Read in Daily Life. This task reflects how you actually use English in real life. You'll get a text between 15 and 150 words. This could be a social media post, an advertisement, a text message, or another type of text you could come across in daily life. You then have to answer up to 3 questions about it. The third task is read an academic passage. Here you have to answer up to 5 questions about an academic text that's about 200 words long. This is much shorter than the current academic passages, which are about 700 words each. The current TOEFL reading test is very challenging because the passages are quite long and complex. I really had to rush through the reading section when I took the TOEFL, and I found it quite demanding. If you have the choice whether to take the TOEFL now or the new one in 2026, and reading is not your strongest skill, you may want to consider taking the new version in 2026, because I assume that the reading section might be more manageable with these shorter, more varied texts. Next comes TOEFL listening, and here there will also be a major transformation. Currently, there are 2 types of tasks. Test takers have to listen to conversations and lectures. In the new test, you will still have to listen to a lecture and answer questions about it, but that's only one of 4 different listening tasks now. You also need to listen to a conversation about a topic of everyday life. This makes the test much more practical and relevant to real-world English use. There's also a task where you listen to an announcement, for example, a campus announcement. But there is another interesting new task. Listen and choose a response. In this task, you need to listen to a sentence and then choose the correct response. This tests your ability to understand context and respond appropriately in conversational situations. This diversification of listening tasks means you'll need to prepare for a much wider range of listening scenarios than before. By the way, if you want this channel to keep going, write yes in the comments, click like and subscribe. We only make videos if we see that you enjoy watching them. Let's continue with the writing section, and this is where things get really interesting. The current TOEFL has 2 tasks. The integrated task, where you listen to a recording and read an article and then need to write an essay summarizing them, and the academic discussion task, where you write a post in a chat room about an academic topic. The academic discussion task will stay. That's good news if you're already familiar with it. But here's the big change. There will be no integrated task anymore. Instead, you'll have 2 completely new tasks. Build a sentence and write an email. In the Build a Sentence task, you have to correct a sentence. This tests your grammar and sentence structure skills in a very direct way. The other task is about writing an email regarding a certain situation. This is incredibly practical because email writing is something you'll actually need in academic and professional settings. If you are not strong in writing long essays, and it's possible for you to take the TOEFL next year, it may be worth taking the new TOEFL. The writing tasks seem more focused on practical communication skills rather than formal essay writing. Now, let's check out TOEFL Speaking. And guys, this section changes completely. Everything will be different. There will be 2 tasks. Listen and repeat and take an interview. Listen and repeat means that you have to listen to a few sentences and need to repeat them exactly. This tests your pronunciation, intonation, and ability to process and reproduce spoken English accurately. The other task is take an interview. As the name suggests, you need to participate in an interview situation. You will get questions about a certain topic and need to answer them within 45 seconds. This is much more interactive and conversational than the current speaking tasks. These changes make the speaking section much more practical and similar to real-world English communication scenarios you'll encounter in academic and professional settings. Another major change is that the new TOEFL iBT will be much shorter. The current TOEFL is about 2 hours long, while the new test will be approximately 1.5 hours long. This will definitely make a difference because the longer the test, the more difficult it is to concentrate, and this can affect your performance. When I took the TOEFL, I felt completely exhausted in the end, so this shorter duration is definitely great news. Another great change is that you will get your scores much faster. Currently, you need to wait for about 10 days to get your scores. With the new test, you will get your scores within 72 hours. That's within 3 days. This is a game changer for test takers who need their scores quickly for application deadlines. The big question you are probably asking is, should I take the current TOEFL or wait for the 2026 version? The answer depends on your strengths and timeline. If you're strong in academic reading and writing but struggle with practical communication, you might want to take the current TOEFL. If you're better at everyday English communication and find long academic passages challenging, the 2026 TOEFL might be better for you. The shorter test duration and faster score reporting are definite advantages of the new test. That's everything you need to know about the new TOEFL test coming in 2026. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon so you're notified when the next video comes out. Also, share this video with your friends so they can improve their TOEFL score too. See you in the next video!